Let's go there. What would you rank yourself, scale from 1 to 10? Just your face, fresh face out of the shower. You can't use 7.
8.
Beyonce is an 8.
I'm Beyonce. No, really 8.
No, really, no.
I'm sticking to it.
You can stick to it all you want to. You're a 6 at best. You're a 6 at best. You can't.
No.
Yes,
no, Mr. Samuels. I'm
right.
an 8.
Okay, right. You're delusional.
Perhaps a 9.
Bones. Hey, shout out to the Bonnet crew.
Yes.
What's going on? Bonnet gang in the house. Pretty good.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How old are you?
28.
All right, so we're talking about modern women, comfort or connection. You want to discuss that, or do you have a question?
We can discuss that. I have on my white strips. I'm sorry.
It's all right. What part are you on? The East Coast, West Coast, South? North,
I'm in
West?
Istanbul, in Turkey.
Okay. What time is it? What time is it there?
Oh my God, it's like 6 a.m.
All right, so I'm assuming you just woke up. So, comfort or connection? What do modern women want, and why do they fear connection?
I have no idea. Like, I want both.
Okay.
I feel like definitely connection is more important for the long run because I like to think about the future.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, comfort, like you were saying before, the whole narcissism thing. I think that comfort is more important for me these days just because I just want company for myself.
Okay, what took you to Istanbul?
Just getting out of the States. It was the only place good that was open for Americans at the time. I've been here a year.
Okay. And you plan on coming back?
Soon, because I'm not feeling the Turkish guys.
So you left the United States to find love?
No, but I mean, it's always open when I'm traveling because I'm single. Yeah.
See, she's very giggly, bubbly, upbeat. She like has this nervous laugh after everything she says. But you just don't go to Turkey. You got something going on over there. Not to say that you're with a guy or you could be with the DOD or you're teaching English or something like that you got going on. You're not just over there because Turkey wasn't the only place that was open. But let's see what the Bonnet crew is going to finish talking about here.
Theoretically, yes, but that's really not how it works most places. So when was your last relationship?
Oh my God, like a serious relationship? Like 6 years ago.
How long did it last?
About 2.5 years.
Okay, so you were 22, 23?
Yeah, when it ended.
So did you guys start when you were in college?
We started when I was about, I think I was like 19, 20.
Okay.
Did that add up?
How old was he?
He was 10 years older than me.
So why didn't you guys get married?
He was very, very immature. I met him at a bar. He was a bartender. And he lived with 3 other guys. So that kind of scared me off of relationships.
I mean, at the end of the day, you got with a bartender. You know, bartenders are mostly like, I'm not saying bartenders mostly got, you know, there's social, tend to be social people, tend to have access to a lot of women, depending on where you're working at, if it's a strip club or whatever. You deal with a lot of the women because you have such, you know, close interpersonal relationships with the women in the workplace as well as patrons and customers. So he's very immature, but he lived with 3 other dudes and you were in a relationship with him. You were in a relationship with him for 2.5 years.
Relationships.
But you gotta also rewind that you were with him for 2.5 years.
Right.
I know. That was the comfort. That was the narcissist in me.
That was lazy too.
It was lazy, but also I really didn't care for anything serious, to be honest. I was so young.
But see, when you ladies tell these stories, it's always the men are in, like you're with a bartender and then you talk about him for being immature.
Right.
He was a bartender with 3 roommates. What the French toast did you think you were getting?
Yeah.
And then you turn something that should have you turn something that should have been a weekend fling into 2 years because honestly, if I put you in front of a man who was on this shit, you couldn't have handled it.
No.
Once again, that goes back to what I constantly say in my videos, guys. It doesn't force her to upgrade or level up because she's with this guy, and as long as she may be right here, slightly above, she doesn't have to step her game up because she's dealing with this guy. It's familiarity and it's comfort. So you can say he's childish, but you were childish too, baby, for dealing with somebody that's childish. A lot of you ladies say this foolishness, but okay.
I don't think so. I agree with you. I just wanted attention.
Well, you got it. So now, your mother and father
it was comfortable.
Are your mother and father married? Your mother and father married?
They just got married to different people, like in the past 5 years.
So what I mean, were they married during your childhood?
No, they're never married.
So what did you go to college for?
I went to college for communications.
There you go. Thank you.
What? What does that mean?
You communications chicks, and y'all just tend to be flighty. All over the place. Want the fairy tale.
I do.
Communications, liberal arts, the arts. Just to say that you're educated. You go this way, you sway this way, then you realize that a lot of times it's a dead end, and you end up switching majors, and you become a career student. Not everybody, but I'm just saying, And that's what Kevin's getting at here.
I like to communicate. I want to meet different people.
You want that's your dream. Yeah. You like to pretend. You're not a grown-up.
I know. But I make it reality.
No, now you're about to start making, I'm going to help you right now. You're about to start making yourself look bad.
Really?
Yeah, you need to tune it down. I'm trying to help you.
How does that look bad though?
Because every time I say something, you try to make it a positive. I'm trying to help you.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I understand.
Because I said you need to grow up.
Yeah.
You're in Istanbul. I said you need to tune into reality. I make it reality. Okay, then if that's the case, where's your white picket fence husband and everything else that you want?
I know. Honestly, I don't know if I'm looking for that.
Yeah, and I agree with her once again. She's not looking for that. She's calling in, Kev. She's calling in because she wants attention. She's just trying to. She's a young lady. She's 28, but she's coming up on that 30. But she's just trying to get it all out right now at this point. She's just trying to live this life. And if it works, it works. If not, that's cool too. I don't think she's really looking for, and you can tell by the way she said, I want both, that she's not really even looking for something serious. You know what I mean? And I know Kev is obviously like, I'm serious about this. I'm not here to have an arbitrary conversation, just about some foolishness. And she's just here, she's all bubbly, and it's nothing wrong with that. But, she basically is like not really looking for something serious. You can tell that the way the conversation and the laughing and all that stuff is not really her thing. You don't go to Turkish, you travel, and women should travel more, people should travel more. But at the end of the day, this woman is not looking for a husband. You can just by listening to her talk, she's not looking for a husband.
I just like flights, catch flights, not feelings.
Oh yeah, you're not ready for it. You're not fit for it.
I'm not.
You don't care.
Nope.
You don't care.
Sound like an avoidant Rolling Stone to me.
No, I mean, at this time of my life, I'm actually looking for something.
An avoidant attachment style.
Some women don't want these relationships, man. Some women that's the thing now. You may be avoiding ultimately certain things, but some women are just comfortable just being this way. It's not even serial monogamy. It's just a serial dater experiencing new things. Some women get bored quick, and it's just her programming. Maybe eventually she may end up at that place, but not now. She could care less. So regardless of her situation, women are the same. They want attention, and that's why she's here.
that's like the Rolling Stone, either hyper or hyposexual. They're in and out, up and down, hot and cold, that whole saucy kind of relationship. Yep.
Yeah, but honestly, the pandemic has made me want to be serious and settle down with someone.
But you're not fit for it.
This is not the place, though.
But you're not fit for it.
But I can be fit, right?
Wrong.
I can never be fit for it.
Not without doing the work, no.
Well, what work do you think I need to do?
Psychological.
Okay, so you think I need a psychologist?
I think you need therapy.
Okay, I agree.
So,
I can agree with that.
Okay, then, because you haven't had a relationship for 6 years, and you're in your prime years. You're in Istanbul looking for Turkish dudes or whoever comes through. No, you're in places that keep you emotionally unavailable and off the grid. So you can pretend like you're an adult. You can talk to guys like it's something, but you don't have to really take it to the next level because it's not real. It's like why you decided to date a bartender who was 10 years older than you because he really wasn't real. But the next thing you know, after you had sex with him, the oxytocin kicks in. Next thing you know, you bonded to a loser.
That's true.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So now you're over in Istanbul over there. Oh, well, I'm over here now. And like you're really going to say, hey, mom and dad, here's the Istanbul guy. You're going to go, he's going to say, hey, mom and dad, here's the black chick from
So, yeah, maybe I'll go back to the States. Give me a therapist.
How you, did you come for money?
It's something she has this bubbly attitude. She's not. I'm pretty sure she can clean up. She's got the whole bonnet thing going on. But anyway, I'm gonna save my comments right now.
No, of course not. I don't think I would ever expect to find money here.
I said, did you come from money?
Oh, did I come from money? No, I didn't. Middle class.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in Turkey.
Yes.
You're obviously not making any money.
I make some money freelance writing online.
You're not making any money. If you want to cap, we can cap, but you're not making any money.
No. Okay, whatever you say.
Okay, all right. How much? Okay, I'm trying to get to someplace. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
What'd you make in 2020?
In 2020, I mean, come on, like that was a hard year for everybody.
What'd you make in 2019?
That's not fair.
What you made, baby?
I have to look.
If you were making money, you wouldn't have to play. See?
Yeah. I don't really care about like finances. It's all about being happy.
Of course not. Of course not.
Don't you agree?
Nope.
No.
That's why women can walk around through life being kids like this.
That is good, Mm-hmm. We have ourselves together, we look good,
until you
and that's what we bring to the table.
Yeah, I'm going to use all this, guys, because she thinks she's being funny. Yeah. And you're 28 years old, you're running. Serious. Well, and I wish you were being funny because you're 28 years old and don't seem to have a clue, and you're going to run dead into the wall in 2 years. I mean,
oh my God.
I mean, no offense, but I said you didn't come for money, so I'm trying to understand why you're there. It can't be for the money. You're just there. And this is the thing. This is the modern woman. This is the modern woman. Yeah. She's just out living this. This is the children of the Sex and the City mindset. That's what this is. The children of the Sex and the City mindset. And to her, it's like, well, anytime I decide I want to flip a switch, I can turn it off. Okay, great. When you decide to come back to the States, are you going to be a freelance writer? You're going to hit me up for shit. You can't have a man like me.
I think I can, but that's
bitch,
cool.
Please. No.
Yo, did he just say bitch, please? I don't know if he said that. Did homie just say bitch, please? Did homie just say bitch, please? Oh. Yo.
I enough for a man like me.
Oh my God, that's not fair. I have my bonnet on.
No, I don't care. You have on your best dress in somebody else's hair. It still ain't gonna work.
Okay,
because your mindset ain't right.
Yeah.
Your mindset ain't right.
Smash.
I told you, man, I was trying to help you, but you keep going on. So I'm like, all right.
No, I'm letting you help me.
No,
please.
I'm making
That's what I'm here for.
No, you're trying to. What you're doing is you're avoiding the conversation.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. You're avoiding the conversation. You're avoiding the conversation. You're avoiding the conversation. Is you're lost.
Okay. I'm lost on finding someone.
No, you're lost serious. You're lost on who you are. You're out here playing at life.
No, I'm just living life.
Right.
Yo, Kevin, you got some of the women who want guidance. You know, some of them who need guidance, but they don't know how to seek it. And some of them just may be discovering themselves on their own because they refuse to take guidance. And this is just the nature of a thing. And we all know what that thing is. So let her be her in her entirety till she comes face to face with her destiny. Right.
My vibe.
You can do that until you hit 30, and then the next models come out and you're too old.
Damn.
I'll never be too old.
Of course.
Black don't crack. I have a baby face.
Yeah, black. See, guys, you can't make this shit up. They bought into this black don't crack. No, the wrinkles just don't show on dark skin. It cracks.
Okay. Inside, in the minds.
Your mind cracked a long time ago. You're a woman who's dating a bartender.
Oh my God, that's true. It really did. Like, at that point. That's not fair, though.
It is fair. It's your life.
I was very young. Like, I didn't know any better. I was not even 21 yet.
What's your excuse now?
Well, I'm not dating anyone now.
But you're still talking the same way.
By choice.
You're not dating anyone by choice.
I wouldn't date a bartender now, though.
You can't date. You're not dating anybody.
Yeah, I'm not. Not here, for sure. Gotta go somewhere else, Mr. Samuels. Maybe I'll get you in a few years.
Sure, you can always dream. That's what you're good at doing.
I'm about to go do it now.
Honestly, I'm trying to tell you, you need to sit down with somebody professionally.
Do you have any recommendations?
Anybody who will see you. First available appointment. Get online.
I feel you.
Go to betterhelp.com. Anybody.
Betterhelp.com.
Because I'm not joking when I talk to you ladies. I don't find this funny. I don't find any of the stuff I talk to you young ladies.
I say Kevin be dead ass serious, and when he see that these women be joking and shit, he get even more serious. Kevin be dead ass serious.
I don't think it's funny seeing young black women who are as delusional and lost as you. To me, we just lost another potential black family.
But how? Like, you just told me that I just need to see a therapist. Like, how can I be better then? What do you see that's wrong other than just my mind?
If you guys watched my story last night when I talked about the stories we tell ourselves, and her story always has to be right because she's the author. This is what I was talking about. Everything in her life is resulting of the story she's told herself. And I'm serious. I think it's sad.
Yeah. You're making me feel bad. Feel heartbroken.
Hope you feel something. Hope you start feeling some shame.
No, I have been, but I don't know. Like, this past year, the pandemic. When I was 27, when I turned 27, I was like, okay, I honestly started to look at myself, but then the freaking pandemic hit, and that just like back to square one. Now I'm trying to just find what makes me happy.
The pandemic made you stop looking at yourself.
No, it didn't make me stop looking at myself. It stopped making me looking for someone else. Like, at that point, before the pandemic, I was ready to like settle down and start, I don't know, just like looking for someone.
But ma'am,
yeah,
wherever you go, that's where you are. You take you everywhere you go.
Yeah.
The pandemic didn't do anything other than make you have to stop. So that's what the pandemic did.
Yeah.
It made women like you who are just used to fluttering around and being out here, it made you sit down because the world stopped. Right. And you looked to the right and to the left, to the front, and you're back, and you were alone. And the future looked
But I honestly used that time to figure out like what I want and who I am.
But no, you can't. No. If you use that time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's challenge that. Okay. What do you want?
I want a partner.
Now, I know, as in the words of the great O'Shea Duke Jackson, stop the show. She says she wants a partner. Now, I know all you He-Man woman haters are just, you just got a hard on right about now. How dare she want a partner? This chick should be my servant. And I'm waiting for Kevin to go in. The finger this is like a gun. This is like, the nose of the hammer. Right here, the barrel. He about ready to squeeze. She wants to be a partner. Wife, partner. You guys want servants. Let's see what she's saying though. On my beta shit right now.
I want someone I don't want my ego. I want a connection, a strong connection. I want to find love. That's what I want.
There you go.
Did I say something wrong?
I'm still waiting for some substance.
Okay, so I want a serious relationship that could possibly lead to marriage. I'm not completely sold on marriage yet, so I can't completely say that, but I think the right person, if I find the right person, then I'm open.
Now, see, I think I can respect that. You assholes probably got a problem with that. I can respect that. I think not everybody wants to be married. I don't want to be married. Some women don't want to. I've encountered several women that don't want to be married. I can respect that. The older women get, I think men too, but for the most part, women, the older women get, they really don't care about that marriage stuff. They just care about companionship. And I dare anybody to argue with that. Women want companionship at the end of the day. They want attention. This 45-year-old thing that Kevin talks about is completely true. Lonely, miserable, whatever you want, but as long as they have companionship, that's really all that matters.
Gentlemen, I did not pay her, but everything, ladies and gentlemen, everything I say yesterday, I'll be the right woman when the right man comes along. I'm looking for the Disney fantasy. Man, I could put you in a room with a bunch of husbands and not one would pick you because you're not a wife. Whether you're sold on the idea or not. The pandemic came along and you just watch Netflix. You didn't do any work.
I wasn't watching Netflix.
Yeah, but you weren't doing any work. I want a partner. I want a deep connection. I want to be in love.
Of course. I do work on myself all the time.
Yeah. Position heal thyself, but you're not qualified to fix you. Nobody is.
That's understandable. I agree with you. I do need to look into a good therapist. I think everybody does, though. There's nothing wrong with me.
Oh, yes, there is.
No, I don't think so.
That's the problem. You don't see it.
I think that I do need to find what I want. Like, I can't completely say I want marriage, I don't want marriage. I think that's what I need to find out
who you are.
Yeah.
That's paramount for women. Definitely find out who you are. That's paramount for men to find out who you are, because your identity gets attached a lot of times. If you don't know who you are, your identity will be attached to your partner once you get married. So please find out who you are and if marriage is even a thing for you at the end of the day.
I think I know, but I'm just very I'm scared. You don't know, but I know who I am.
What did I tell you guys yesterday? What animates most modern women? Fear. This woman is terrified. Fear is motivating everything she does. That's why she's a runner.
I am not.
The pandemic was the first time where runners had to stop because the world stopped. First time they had to stop.
That's why I'm here.
Right. Of course not. Mm-hmm. Right. How tall are you?
5'9".
Dress size?
long legs, size 8.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
Oh God, I don't weigh myself, but last time 150, 153.
5'9", 150. Fellas, dress size 8. 5'9", 150. Tall young lady, long legs.
How long ago did you weigh yourself?
Maybe like 6 months ago. And I work out, so I have a lot of muscle.
In the last relationship you had was 6 years ago.
Like, serious relationship, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I mean, of course I've had relations. Oh my God, that's so personal.
Not really.
You're right. A few months ago.
So you can have sex, which is easier for women today than actual connection.
Right.
So,
well, I mean, it's very different here.
No,
it's
vagina the same way.
It's way easier to be casual than serious. And I'm being honest. I'm not making excuses. For real. It's a struggle.
So I'll play this game with you. If you decided you wanted to be a wife.
Yes.
What value would you bring to the table to a husband?
Happiness and comfort. I'm very positive. Like, the guys that I've dated told me I have really good energy. And I feel like people need that too, you know?
You're playing a character, man.
I'm not playing a character. Okay. I guess I am a character.
You're right. This is the way you learn how to cope. That's okay. But every time I ask you a serious question, you give a joke.
No, I'm not joking. That's just how I speak.
I know.
I'm shy. I'm kind of shy.
Right now, thank you. And see, this is people who tend to use humor to mask vulnerability.
Right.
Yeah.
So she does not. See, women like her have.
But what I'm saying is serious.
Modern women have not learned how to effectively emote. That's why you can have sex, but most of the time women like her have sex and her mind is detached from the act.
Wow. That's deep.
I said, ma'am, I said therapy because what the reality is, you're 28 and certified. And from what I'm hearing, you have not improved your relationship skills one iota since you were early 20. So just think of it from a business standpoint. To think you can get the highest job a company has to offer with entry-level skills is foolish. You have entry-level relationship skills. As a matter of fact, not even really entry-level because you took your skills to a bartender with 3 roommates. So they were below average skills. And you haven't improved them. And you haven't prioritized them. So to think that if you decide to say, all right, well, I'm sold on the idea of marriage because it'll give me A, B, and C, what is that person going to get other than your vibes? Men want something other than vibes. Men are looking for a mother for their children, somebody to carry their crest and to be the standard bearer for their family and build the culture for their children, for legacy.
Well, I've improved my communication. I'm well traveled. That's something that's important that I feel like you don't get in many women. So, yeah, I feel like
how's being well traveled going to help a man?
In a lot of ways. I feel like I can help them. I mean, I can, give them information about the world, help them discover the world, and just like knowing how to carry myself and be in different situations.
Man, my bad. How's being world travel going to help a man? And you said nothing.
Okay.
Give me 3 things.
I mean, I'm good with kids too. Okay, so
how is you being world travel going to help a man?
I've had a lot of experiences. I've had experiences with children and other experiences.
How is you being world travel going to help a man?
Okay, so what will help a man then?
How is you being well traveled going to help a man?
Going to help a man? Okay. I mean, you're not accepting my answers, so...
Because there are no answers. You keep trying to redirect and ask... You said I'm well-traveled.
So how can I help a man?
Yes, how?
How can I help a man then?
No,
How can women?
No.
What
See,
do
I
you
don't.
think?
No. See, I'm too good at this. Don't try to play that with me. I ask you a question. I'm going to keep. Nope. I'm going to keep asking the same question. If you don't answer, I'll bid you a good night.
Because I'm honestly trying to think about it. Like, what?
Because you said, but you said it. See, that's why I asked. And the things you have done, you're trying to make it valuable, and it's not. You're trying to sell meat to a vegetarian and trying to tell him it's good. How is beef good to a vegan?
I feel like I really do.
Again, feel. How is you traveling the world doing dicks helping a man?
Wow.
You made me have to go there. So how is anything that you've gained in the last 6 years going to be beneficial to a husband?
I think I've gained some good skills.
Such as? Outside the bedroom.
No, I was not thinking that.
Then how? You keep saying you have done, and I'm asking you to tell me. Speak.
Well, I mean, I just feel like, me traveling and everything like that has helped me work on myself, and just, like the work on myself that I've done on myself can help a man.
How's that been changed with traveling? See, the thing is, ma'am,
it changes a lot.
See, the thing is, I've asked you 20 times.
Yeah.
And what you've proven is you don't have a clue on how to help a man. You can't even formulate, you can't even take what you call value and tell it to a man that would be on the level of marriage. This is the problem you ladies have. I got a PhD. It don't matter. How's that supposed to help a man? Well, because I went to school. How is it supposed to help a man? You don't know men. You don't understand men. You're just doing shit.
Now I'm looking for the answer. Because what do they need from women? What help?
What's the number one thing any man wants from a woman, especially a high value man?
Conversation, intelligence,
spoken like a communications chick. Nope.
Well, I wasn't gonna say sex.
Nope.
That's too simple. High value man, no.
I said no. Then where are your people from?
Chicago.
Mm-hmm. And what your great grandmother and your grandmother, did they go to college?
My grandmother.
But your great grandmother?
I'm not sure.
Were they married?
Yes.
For their lifetime?
Both of them. No.
Your grandmother, was she married to your grandfather for how long?
You got me. I have no idea.
When your grandmother and grandfather married, when your grandfather or one of them died, or did they divorce?
No, they were married.
All right.
My grandmother was married to my grandfather when he passed.
Thank you. And likely your great-grandmother was too. Mm-hmm. Those women had nowhere close to your education or your travel ability, but they could keep a man for a lifetime. Mm-hmm. The things you modern women with less education, no.
This is what I'm saying to you, though. No, communication.
No.
Comfort.
You can't make this shit up. I said no. You've been taught wrong. You don't know. Cooperation. The one thing you lack, because it's all about you.
I've gotten that feedback from one of my exes.
This has been like probably one of the most prototypical buy a dog and die alone videos I've ever done.
Wow.
Because
I mean, a lot of these young ladies, and it says a lot, man. A lot of these young ladies don't. It's like, even if this is your first time tuning in, like, you had to have seen something. You didn't just end up on Kevin's channel by accident, So cooperation, come on. Cooperation should be like automatically that should come to your mind. That cooperation, you have from cooperation you have all these different branches from it, but the number one thing is cooperation, which equals peace, which equals support, all these other things that come from this. Just cooperation. Instead of being an enemy, instead of being defiant, instead of being contentious, instead of being the source of I'm going to be the antagonist to you. It's just that easy. It's not meaning that you're a slave or a servant or anything like that, but just be just cooperation, baby. Just cooperation. Cooperate with me.
Not because of your position. It's because you really believe you have answers that you don't have. You think because you can say wow and make it sound in a breathy kind of way, like that's not going to change anything. The substance doesn't change. Women like you can attract a man, but you can't keep a man. Damn sure not a man of substance looking for a future because you're fun. You're not real. You're not for the long haul. You're for the.
So you said we just need to be submissive, pretty much. No. That's it.
No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you.
Well, you said to be cooperative.
Cooperation and submission are two different things.
So just go along with everything that he's saying.
No.
Again, that's guys. I'm sorry. This is what women have been programmed to believe.
Yeah, it's like the video from the other day where the girl was just like kiss his butt. It's not you going along with everything that he's saying. It's that understanding that comes in where you just like, it's understanding comes with the cooperation. Cooperation comes with understanding. It's not about, it's about coming to not badgering and antagonizing and just basically being an obstacle in between him and the goal or you guys, where you guys are trying to go in a relationship. Not being the obstacle or the person that's basically dead weight and holding it down and preventing it from happening.
If you think that's what cooperation means, then I'm sorry.
I mean, I can, like I said, I can do that for the right person.
Mm-hmm. Again, this is like no different than a man saying I can be masculine for the right woman. That's as ridiculous as that sounds to us.
Okay, the way you just said that.
All day.
Man,
but you know.
Man, how about, do me a favor.
It takes the right man to tame me. He has to be able to tame me. He has to be able to control me. You know how crazy that sounds? I'm not going to do wifely duties for a boyfriend. But you're going to bust it open and sleep with him? You're going to do the finest Lewinsky, give the best Lewinsky in history, but you're not going to do wifely duties? That shit sounds good, but y'all man.
Yeah.
Just tune it down for a second, okay? Stop worrying about being on. Tune it down. Stop worrying about being on Instagram. Just listen.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not turned up.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'm good.
Fear is motivating you, and you have a real lack of understanding about men and relationships. And that's fine. A lot of folks have that, but you need to sit down and talk to somebody
about what? Because like I just need to know, like, what do you see? Like, what have I said that I really need to talk to somebody? Because that's just your number one thing. Your number one advice to me. I'm just curious.
That's not my number one advice. It's all you seem to hear. I said at the beginning, you're a flighty woman and you're a runner. You're being animated by fear. Whatever happened in your childhood or your first trauma, it's not normal for a communications black woman to be in Istanbul.
Okay, that's not normal, but it's not a bad thing.
Okay. See? Again, guys, here's the reality, man. Be right, okay? Do what you want. You'll be 30 just like that. Keep having all the answers. You'll be 35
so I
just
should
like
be
that.
Ordinary.
No, you should be exactly what you are, alone.
Oh, wow.
See, and this is the beautiful thing about this. The beautiful thing. No, it's a choice, man. I've sat here and tried to talk to you on many different ways. And if you want to keep your ego involved in it, fine. Keep doing what you do. Enjoy Istanbul.
No, I
travel
just
the
think
world.
that people should be open-minded. I think there are different people
How is that working
that
for
can
you?
attract different people.
How's that working for you? How's that?
I haven't found him yet.
Exactly.
I haven't been to the right country yet.
No, you're not the right person.
I'm still looking.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Maybe in the next country.
No.
Yeah.
You're not the right person.
Okay.
You attract what you are.
Indeed.
No.
You attract what you are.
Definitely not. I could not do someone flighty. I could not. I need a stable man. So he can help me be stable.
No, he doesn't want. A stable man's job is doing. He needs to do not help you. Yeah. A stable man needs to help me, not the project.
Well, influence me.
A man needs a helpmate, not a project.
Inspire.
Nope, that's your job. See, guys, I'm keeping this going because this has probably been one of the most informative conversations I've had because she really thinks she's doing something.
Oh my God. I don't know if that was a compliment or like an insult.
It's an insult to the culture. This girl. Our culture is dysfunctional.
Wow, now I'm insulting my culture.
No, this is a representative of what's going on in our culture. This is dysfunctional. How do we get anywhere with stable men trying to marry women like yourself? How do we dig up from the bottom? How do we surpass any other group in economic prosperity? How do we build? How do we surpass anybody when a man has to get out there and fight the world and then come home and fix and work on you? Can't fight a war on two fronts. Black men in this situation with women like you spend more time dealing with bullshit and personal relationships and are uncompetitive out in the real world. And then you turn around and get mad saying, you need to get out there and compete with white men. Well, if you were better women, wanting to be cooperative instead of give me. No, you were put on the planet for us. You're our helpmate. We're not yours. We're your reason for being.
Wow. Those are strong thoughts.
That's the truth. Show me where the females and mammals can live by themselves. You need the group. But so many women today have been told you're strong, independent, modern, don't need no man because you can earn money and you have access to modern conveniences. You're fine by yourself. That has a limit.
I don't feel like I'm so modern. I feel like I am prepared to be cooperative, if you will.
To the right man. The kind of men you talk about, a right man, would not deal with you. The kind of men you're talking about won't tolerate this. They simply won't.
But I'm willing to be cooperative.
But they don't want you.
But they'll have me.
And see, the things I keep trying to tell her, you think.
See, I get them in by my looks, by this bonnet, and then I'm cooperative if I like them.
She's not lying. As much as y'all can talk shit about that, yeah, she'll get the men with her looks. And all these guys, not every dude is like the guys that Kevin is talking about. So yeah, she'll pull them with the looks. And then if she's cooperative or not, hey, that remains to be seen. It's all about what you guys are willing to tolerate. And eventually you realize looks are very important, but it's very rare you come across a beautiful woman that is also cooperative, supportive, all these things you're looking for. And some guys will just endure the BS and marry just for the looks and put up with the cheating and all this other foolishness, man. But hey, do your thing.
Guys, and that's why I keep going. She really believes that this is all you have to be. Let's go there. Where would you rank yourself scale from 1 to 10? Just your face, fresh face out of the shower. You can't use 7.
8.
Beyonce is an 8.
I'm Beyonce. No, really 8.
No, really, no.
I'm sticking to it.
You can stick to it all you want to. You're a 6 at best. You're a 6 at best. You can't.
No.
Yes,
no, Mr. Samuels. I'm an 8.
Okay, you're right. You're delusional.
Perhaps a 9.
Now it's getting worse because her feelings are hurt. Because the reality is starting to creep in that she can't have what it is she thinks she deserves. You're a cute woman, and you would be good to get an average man. But you think you
I
deserve
can take that. I don't want like a superior man. That's because they have ego that it won't fit my ego.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. That's ego is not for female.
And that type of man, she'll never want to be with. She'll never want to stay with. Because a woman, to be really into a guy, she has to feel like he's better than her. She can't feel like she's better than him, because she'll never really respect him or really be attracted to him on that level, like deeply attracted, in love with him.
That's for a man. Put your dick up, but that's another conversation.
I'm a Leo.
I know you're a fool.
I'm a Leo. I can't help it.
They keep going back to this zodiac. Yeah. See, so many women have been told. How many times do you hear women who are Leos blame their zodiac sign for their dysfunction?
Right.
Happens all the time.
I'm blaming it for my beauty and pride.
Yeah. Guys, I'm talking beyond her now, because now this is just becoming a caricature. She's stuck. She's stuck because now she's at the end of the rope, and now the reality is, people, you'll be 30 like that. You don't know how to interact with the kind of men you're talking about. Won't deal with you. An average man making an average black man in particular makes about $41,500 in this country. That's $21, $22 an hour. That's the upper limit for a cute woman, and you're difficult. So you'd be lucky to get a guy like that. Yeah.
I think I'm so respectful and so nice.
All right, okay. Just because you're not cursing doesn't mean you're not difficult. So,
no, I don't cuss.
Yeah, and just like you did that bartender. Truthfully, man, the upper socioeconomic limit ain't much higher than that. You're talking about 40 to 50. That's the range of most men. But see, the way you talk is you think you should have a man up here.
That was like 8 years ago. I'm a different person.
Yeah, you're older.
I'm a different person.
You're older, more
I'm evolved.
Yeah, more used, more drama, more trauma. Name me a product that goes up. Name me a product on the market that gains value with age and use.
And use? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's not fair. I'm not you.
Name a product on the market that gains value with age and use.
An Hermes bag used by a celebrity.
No, it doesn't. Doesn't gain value with age and use. I'm talking to
This girl said an Hermes bag.
Image consultant.
Used by Beyonce.
All right. This is sad, guys. This is when it really gets to be sad, because she's stuck. And I let this go because I want people to understand how far the delusion has gone with modern women.
You're putting me in a place where
This is real. This is real. This is real, guys. This is not a joke. It's not a game. This is real. So when people are like, you don't like women, you don't like this. No, I like women. I can. This is really what's going on out here. This is what's really going on out here. I'm an 8. I'm a this. I'm a that. Young lady, watch the replay. See, and what makes so many women upset is because they know they have enabled this behavior with so many women.
Right.
A communications graduate. Those aren't degrees that really make a lot of money. And unfortunately, when I do the breakdown next week of what's coming, so many women are going to be called flat-footed. Hit this global reset that's about to happen. It's going to happen August, September. It's still okay now because the rent moratorium is still there. The unemployment things. But when all that goes away, the $15 trillion that this country has pumped in, that stops. Gentlemen, be prepared. The hey big head texts are going to come through. And I'm saying, ladies, If you've ever wanted
Price going down, fellas. Already.
to have a serious relationship, don't wait until the rush starts. I say to her, this is part of the culture. The culture has enabled this level of disconnectedness and denial. She didn't get there by herself. She got there by a world telling her you can have everything you want. The world is yours. You're a great queen, diva, da, 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 da. This is what happens when you lie to women. Women believe you guys, and they act on it. So when we start talking about the traumas are what's going on right now. When we start talking about the she session and the global reset, when you realize that these retail jobs aren't coming back, automation is hitting, it's already being tested out, drive into a local McDonald's and see that they're doing automated kiosks and restaurant half and half. The largest employers of black women in this country, the federal government and retail. Retail is already dead. They just don't know it yet. The federal government downsizing. The jobs that so many women have in office environments are being automated. So that means so many of the jobs that used to be had by women are going to go away. It means there's going to be a crunch. Men, if you get your trades up and things you're doing, you'll always have work. We're going, and the thing is, when we go back, people are going to think that it's just a tremor. No, we're going to be right-sizing the world and the economy. What are you going to do with a communications degree? What are you going to do when you're out here and you don't know how to interact with a man and you think it's a joke? Mm-hmm. That's why I said she thinks it's a game. Mm-hmm. That's why I let it go, because no amount of words, because like all I have to do is be pretty. I'll just show up. And I'm serious.
Yeah, Kev did let this joint go on for a minute. You notice that? Yeah, just so we can hear what this girl was talking about. He let that shit go on.
This young lady, I would not deal with you. The men that I know would not deal with you. Let me tell you something. The dude that said move on is getting boring now. You don't have to worry about it. You don't ever have to watch my show again. Go watch something else. I'll talk about what I think is important, especially to my community. That may have been painful to watch. And I can say she was trolling. Some people, a lot of times you guys like to think women are trolling because it's too uncomfortable to imagine that's true. I want every one of you guys to understand that every time y'all say this woman, they're trolling, it's because the truth scares you. It's too hard to believe that that's really what it is. It's not trolling. They're not that good of an actor, and I'm good at what I do. You're going to have to accept the fact that this is the...
Well, like I said, I'm guilty of that. I mean, I do believe it, but it's like the stories are like almost as if these are paid actors. And I know a lot of people in the comment section are agreeing with me. It's like they're paid actors, but at the same time, I agree with you guys as well that some women are just batshit crazy. You know, and like you said, the famous phrase, you can't make this shit up. I've encountered a lot of in my life and with women, and it's like bizarre. Like this actually happens. So, but still, the shock and awe is still there, if that makes sense.
Reality for far too many people today. They'll act like these folks are professionally trained actors and thespians, that they're getting up here and they're playing some role. I'm good at what I do. I'm trained at what I do. That's not a role. That's not a game. She was dead serious. Deal with it.